The name is FooSarr, and welcome back to my Doom Eternal playthrough. Good to see you came back for episode 2. Hopefully episode 1 was good. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. I talk about where I've been, what I've been up to, the plans for the channel, and so forth. Anyway, on today's episode, I wanted to, oh shit, we probably gotta like explore the Fortress of Doom, I think. Probably. Maybe? Yeah. The Unmaker. Yeah, we'll be getting that for sure. Probably use it twice. Okay, and furthering my gripes from the last episode, here we have an Atlan mech in the Doom guy's own base. Come on, id Software, what are we doing? I mean, seriously, like, this thing is huge. It's a centerpiece for the underground of this base. I need some context. You know, like, I should be able to use the damn thing. So, something I wanted to talk about in today's video is AI. It's a hot topic, I know, but it's the way of the future, so they say. It's something everyone is using, from Coca-Cola to your next door neighbor, and I heard just the other day at work that even on the damn radio they're talking about it. Oddly enough, they were talking about if you could ever love your chatbot, and that got me thinking about this a little bit deeper. I know in my personal life I've cut anything to do with AI, but many people still around me use it and even swear by it. To be clear to all of you, AI is not going to be used on this channel unless I specifically state it, and even then, the use cases are going to be next to none. I've tried it early on, didn't like the results, felt scummy for using it, and now 2 years later I see that people all across the globe are at each other's throats about it. By no means do I hate someone for using AI, but my goodness, do I certainly think less of them. You know, you've got these Facebook mums, the sort that laugh at minion memes, and they've discovered ChatGPT. What do they use it for? They're on there asking it how to tie their shoelaces, how to cook rice, you know, what to write in their daughter's birthday card, how to talk to their husband about an issue in the bedroom, or if, I don't know, eating horse shit is safe. I mean, it's the most basic requests, like things that up until this point in their lives they would already hold the answer to, but in some bizarre way they're drawn to asking this chatbot questions about their life that they've been living, as if it's some sort of shaman that can fix everything. You know what we did before that? Google. we just Googled our questions and read an article or browsed a forum. No. Now we have to ask GPT if frying eggs in fucking olive oil is safe. It's a depressing reality that makes me question the intelligence of the people close to me. I don't even know what to say back to someone when they show me a piece of AI generated work. Cool prompt, buddy. Like, what do you want me to say? I know firsthand all you did was put some text in a box and waited patiently for a machine to print you off an image stolen from like 300 other artists and amalgamate it into whatever it is you desire. Sure, the technology behind it is cool, it's what drew me in initially, but you have to acknowledge what you're doing is anti-human. If humanity's greatest strength is creativity, intelligence, and, I don't know, persistence, then artificial intelligence is inherently against that. Say, I don't know, you're a parent of a 7-year-old, and they come home saying, "Hey, look, I made you this at school," and it's just AI, you know, like an AI generated image of your family standing in a row holding hands or something. How would you feel? Tell me in the comments below, how would you feel? Just put yourself in that that situation. I mean, like, at the end of the day, your kid isn't learning how to draw, how to use your mind's eye to recapture a thought and put it to paper. They're not, you know, they're not training like fine motor skills or anything. They're just typing a prompt in, probably already assisted by AI, and they're giving you just this slop. Yeah, good job, little Timmy. Now go ride a bike, or I don't know, paint a picture, or fucking play in the mud or some shit. I don't know. Play with some sticks in the backyard. Do what kids do. You know, leave this AI stuff to the finance bros who actually need it. So, circling back to that radio station about if you could ever love a chatbot. This was a topic that I listened to, and believe me, I usually phase out the radio chatter while I'm at work and listen to a podcast or some music or something. Shout out Inhaler, if you know, you know. What they were saying was that it's okay to love an AI. They frequently talk to their AI about their relationship with their partner and how to improve it, and they admitted on radio that the AI has coerced them into doing things they otherwise wouldn't have thought of doing. Look, I won't discuss that here, it's not really what the channel is about, but I think you get the idea. Now, my question is, why would you take advice from an AI who hasn't lived the life of a human, and not someone you know or ask anonymously on a forum? Frankly, I think it's more embarrassing that you're asking a robot for permission and advice on how to live your life. What am I doing? They pull a vast majority of their data from Reddit, so if you're looking for answers, just start there like we've been doing for the past 20 odd years, or however long Reddit's been around, I don't know. It's a sad reality to think that some people are so lonely and unable to get opportunities to meet with other people that they have to resort to dating a chatbot. As part of my return to YouTube, I've made it my goal to distance everything I do from AI. The fact that I used it twice already isn't great, but again, I see nothing wrong with experimenting firsthand to form your own opinion on something, and something as divisive as AI, yeah, definitely, form your own opinions on that. That's an important skill to have. The ability to form your own opinion on something is a lost art that I wish I could help people relearn. Much of my comments section for my concept videos are full of people who echo one opinion in different words. What remote detonation? Who the hell uses that? Lock on burst all the way. Smash like if you agree. It's so funny to me because I know exactly where that original thought came from, but who am I? Some 500 sub channel that isn't allowed to say anything different to the greats of YouTube. You know what I think? Fuck that. Authenticity is my biggest strength as a human being, and damn it, I'm going to use it. Too many people on the internet are just clones of each other with a different font. I see it time and time again. The same patterns crop up and evolve with the crowds. Time and time again, people echo the words of one creator with a large audience to drown out any sense of originality that's left out there. It's time that stops. It's time you think for yourself, stop relying on someone or something else, and become who you were made to be. Please, just form your own opinion on something. Take information from both sides and fact check everything that you can. And if you mess up, just say sorry. You're human, and that's enough. You are enough. I'm just sick of AI-generated slop, and I want it to stop, man. I'm so sick of just seeing that shit everywhere I go online, and even just like bot replies and comments and stuff. If you've been on Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter, then you'd know all about it. Just the mass amounts of bot replies and bot comments. Oh, they're cue balls. I forgot they existed. Man, this arena is just like, how much shit can we throw at you at once? Like, the walls are spiked. There's cue balls stationed on either end. There's now little electricity traps. Okay, there we go. The final nail in the coffin. Fucking flame walls. Why not? And now we get to obtain the super shotgun. Finally, my favorite weapon in the game. And if you've watched any videos of mine, I'm pretty much exclusively using it because I think it's that good. Anyway, so if you're still somewhat curious about what I think about AI, I've made an official statement that's going to be a little bit more clear than what I'm saying right now on my FooSarr website. So if you're interested, go check that out. It will be linked in the description below. Now, another thing I wanted to mention was if you are sick and tired of YouTube being their usual self, I've also started uploading these videos to Odyssey, which is another video creation platform. Oh, hang on, I gotta talk about this. So this is a feature that came out of pretty much nowhere. You get to control a demon. It's obviously an in-campaign approach to try and get you to play battle mode, but this is in the campaign, man. You effectively transfer your consciousness into this demon. Just absolutely unreal. I just wish that there was more of this in Doom. Because now you get to play as a Revenant. How cool is that? How often do you get to play as a demon in Doom? I mean, like, come on, man. Now, I actually had a concept where those, like, Gore Nest challenges, instead of that all the time, you would have a segment where you play as a demon, and you have to fight other demons, kind of like this, just to get, you know, basic unlockables and whatnot. Because I think this is really cool. Kind of hard to mess up, but I mean, it's fine. If it's just for collectibles, I mean, whatever. But yeah, we got the super shotgun, so let's go back and give it to the Slayer and never see this one weird mechanic ever again for the rest of the entire game. Doom Eternal has a lot of weird one-offs like this that I wish they continued using as it went along, just to shake up the pace a little bit. But yeah, really, really cool. Really cool. Thanks for that. Alright. Now, I mentioned last episode that I've been working. I have a job. Oh my gosh. A YouTuber working. Who would have thought? So often people have different working hours and whatnot. And I think just something I wanted to have a little bitch about, right? Is just the fact that some people think they're entitled to complain when, oh my gosh, I had to work today. Really? Did you? So did everyone else. What makes you so special? You know what I mean? Or, you know, like, oh, you only worked this amount of time? Well, I did this, so I'm superior to you. You know, I've suffered more. Like, how about just shut up? We're both working, not for ourselves, for someone else. I think we're both losing out here. You know what I mean? Just let's have some humility here for a sec. So really, the reason I mentioned this is just because I had someone the other day come up to me and complain that, oh, you know, I only had this amount of sleep and I've worked this amount of hours or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, you know, that sucks. And then, you know, another colleague of mine basically turned around and was like, well, I only got 4 hours of sleep, so I think you're doing all right. And I'm like, one, you're not involved in this conversation, and two, shut the fuck up. This is not a competition, Teresa, all right? Calm your ass down. We're just having a little bitch about having to get up early for work. Oh yeah, well, I had to get up at 4 a.m. Okay, good for you. Why the fuck did you do that? Maybe manage your time better, Tessa. Honestly, some fucking people. You know, and they'll be like the most insufferable type of person as well. Like, oh yeah, well, I can't function because I haven't had my coffee yet. And I need my coffee because otherwise I get really grumpy. Like, dude, are you fucking serious right now? You are a grown-ass adult. And you're talking about, if I don't get my coffee, I'm gonna be grumpy. Really, dude? Really? Like, come the fuck on. You had kids? You reproduced? Get a fucking grip. Don't get me wrong, sometimes, yeah, you need a little pick-me-up, you need a little bit of a boost. Look, I'll come back to these. I'm not going for 100% completion. I'm just having fun with Doom Eternal. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's petty of me. You know what? I honestly don't really care. But, you know, it's just so frustrating. You hear that every day from the same person. It just, you know, it's just grating to your ears at some point, you know? You just gotta think, like, when is this shit gonna stop? When are you gonna learn? Just make a coffee before you come in, or just, you know, manage your time better so you don't have to go to the coffee shop and grab something, or maybe, you know, bring a little sachet coffee and have something a little less fancy. Not to say anything bad about those little coffee sachets, they're pretty good. Actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I'm gonna have another rant. Rant into rant. But yeah, one rant into another. Just coffee in general, right? Anyone who drinks black coffee, no you don't, you're a liar. Hang on, I gotta figure out this puzzle real quick. So yeah, as I was saying, anyone who likes black coffee, with no sugar, just a pure coffee bean on some hot water, come on man, you are a liar. You are just doing that to seem cool. Hang on a second, I'm not sure how to progress right now. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, black coffee, no sugar, don't lie, you don't like that, you're just saying that to seem cooler than you actually are. And if you do actually like that, and I'm just being, I don't know, insensitive, I still don't believe you. I just don't. I've tried it, didn't like it. It was just so bitter, like, I can understand how some people might enjoy certain things, but just that? Black coffee just by itself? No, man. I'm more of a tea guy personally, but you know, just black coffee by itself, like, I can't do black tea by itself either. Ooh, here we go, another Slayer gate. That's gonna be interesting. I'll definitely do that. This is an awesome set piece. Honestly, the people who worked on the set pieces for this game, props to you, man, because some of the shit looks really cool. I love this. I don't know, to me, this right here screams Quake. Everything about this screams Quake. So yeah, I can only really drink flavored coffees, which, say what you will about me, but I just don't enjoy coffee that much, man. I don't need the extra caffeine. I feel like I usually have enough energy to go through the day just fine. There have been some occasions where coffee has helped, but no, definitely more of a tea guy. You know, that old English, you know, black tea, a little bit of milk, a little bit of sugar, that classic English person tea, you know, the yellow staining of the teeth type of experience. That's what I enjoy. I'm not British, by the way. Anyway, here we have another Slayer gate, so once again I gotta shut up and lock in. Yeah, this will be fun. Whoops. I have forgotten how strong Mancubus... I've forgotten how strong the Mancubi are. Prowlers, oh my gosh. Wow, I'm really not doing too well. You know, for as much as I get burnt out from making Doom videos, actually playing Doom is just so much more fun. I'll be honest. Alright. Lost 2 lives in that fight, but you know what? Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. Got the key. We're all good. We're all good. Definitely rusty at Doom Eternal, but it's alright. I had fun. And that's the main thing. So something I didn't really talk about in the last episode was what I've been doing with all this spare time that I've had. So, funnily enough, right, I haven't been making concept videos and uploading them like I usually do, but I have actually been working on the scripts for them behind the scenes. I've got a little bit of a perfectionist complex, as I'm sure many people who do creative media also have. And basically what this means is I can write a script 100 times, but I'm never gonna gel with it. I'm never gonna enjoy it for what it is. And that's partly the reason why I'm doing this unscripted live content, because I need to have some exposure to it. Some exposure to something that I can't necessarily entirely control. There's many different things going on screen at any given time in Doom Eternal, and I think that helps me to sort of disengage with everything has to be perfect. Instead, say, no, it doesn't actually need to be perfect. Instead, it just needs to be good enough, entertaining. So I want to bring interesting conversations to these videos and show you guys that I'm not actually as refined as I make myself out to be. Call it exposure therapy if you'd like. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. But either way, I think it's important to do stuff like this because it gets me out of my comfort zone and puts me in a situation that I otherwise wouldn't have put myself in. But yeah, anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be enjoying Doom again, and I don't know, it's just a breath of fresh air, because lately all I've been doing is those scripts as far as the channel goes, and well, they get pretty repetitive after a while, as you'd expect. And it's kind of frustrating for myself to just... I mean, I haven't moved on from these final 7 concepts for... I don't even know, like... well, definitely 2.5 years, but it feels like way longer than that. So yeah, getting back into this is a breath of fresh air for me, and yeah, I enjoy it, but as you can tell, I'm a little bit rusty. Just a little bit rusty. So yeah, I can't remember if I've mentioned it already, but if you want to keep up to date with the channel, check out the FooSarr, which will be linked below. If you want to support me on another platform, check out Odyssey. It's just like YouTube, but arguably a little bit better. So that about does it for this one. A little bit of a shorter episode, but I don't know, I ran out of things to talk about, so that's me being honest. Anyway, next time I'll be going to this level just off in the distance, which I think is a really cool thing Doom Eternal does, kind of similar to Doom 2016 in that sense that you can see where you're going to go next, sometimes. And it's something I hope that they continue going on into the sequel of Doom Eternal as well. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.